This is the first ocean deployment of two new high-precision instruments designed to monitor the Earth signals from the seafloor. This housing contains the tilt meter and nano-bottom pressure recorder and the associated electronics and cabling used for power and communications. The instruments were deployed on the seafloor by a remotely operated vehicle as part of the Mars Seafloor Observatory test bed located at a depth of 3,000 feet in Monterey Bay. In this first test deployment in the ocean, it have already detected the ground motion from several large earthquakes as far from the Mars site as Chile and the Mariana Trench in the future. The instruments will be part of a global network of cabled seafloor observatories. Because of their precision, these two new instruments are already detecting signals, which could never be measured before.
The arising concern that a lot of people have about raising children bilingually, especially the preschool year, is based on the conceptualization that the human brain at birth is essentially monolingual. And the reason why come to this occasion? Because often the parents will ask me if they use two languages at home, will their child be confused, because they hearing two languages? And parents are often asked my advice about whether they should use one language on parent role, which is widely known that parents who are raising children bilingually. And the reason why most people think this is a good idea is that it will help to reduce the risks of the children being confused, because they were able to associate each language with the separate speaker. The fear is that both parents use both languages, especially they use both languages interchangeable within the same conversation, within the same sentences. The child will not be able to separate the languages.
These guidelines are designed to assist clients to access the free public computers and the Internet in a responsible and informed way. Although all care is taken to ensure a virus-free computer for public use, you'll see the service desk after entering the library, and you can have these services at the service desk. There are computers on each floor. You can use computers to access the Internet, check emails and library catalogs. Follow the orange signs to find printers. Follow the instructions to use the printers. Remember to bring student cards. You can charge the card to use printers.
Why does burning a food item provide information about its value as a food? The nutritional value of food can be measured on many different scales. The most basic measurement scale is the free energy content of the food. In other words, how much energy is released when chemical bonds within the food are broken. The energy content of food is measured in calories, the amount of kinetic energy required to raise the temperature of 1 ml of water, 1 degree. Food is burned under controlled conditions, breaking chemical bonds and releasing free energy. The burning is chemically similar to the breakdown of food in cellular respiration, although the process occurs much more quickly and in a less controlled fashion during ignition. Calorimeter can measure the energy in food, but cannot measure the digested energy of what we have. In our survey, over 100 CEOs who had recently been through an acquisition or merger were asked which areas of their activities needed the most effort. As you can see, the most frequent response to this question was that information technology requires the most effort. According to 58% of those we surveyed, IT was the most time-consuming and needed the most work. This is understandable as many of the IT issues are extremely complex and the consequences of any change in IT can have a significant impact. The key is how quickly and effectively IT integration can be achieved. And there has to be a clear understanding of the consequences there may be of not getting it right. The two other areas requiring significant attention, sales, marketing, and business development on the one hand, and financial management on the other both were selected by 49% of the respondents.
Audio Jungle.